About a year and a half ago, I was in an automobile accident that changed my life. It was back in March, I believe, of last year. I was getting my day started as normal, get up, get my bag and everything together. I get to Car Parkway and I'm sitting there in my head and my thoughts, and all of a sudden, this lady hits me from the back. My car ended up getting totaled. I lost my transportation for about a month, and I didn't get back into a vehicle until probably about like a month later. The biggest challenge came about a couple of days later. When the accident happened, I didn't feel anything, but a couple of days later, close to a week, I felt a pain in my lower back and in my legs like I have never felt before. Immediately after that, a good friend of mine referred me to an attorney by the name of Brian Poe with Georgia Injury Attorneys. And I gave him a call, and we were on the phone for probably almost an hour. And we talked about different things as far as this case is concerned. And he kind of, we talked about some personal things as well, which I was real cool with, because if this was the person and the attorneys that were going to be taking on my case, I definitely wanted to feel like they knew me and not just a number. So that was very comforting during the process. Brian Poe, pretty much told me that what he was going to need from me was a lot of patience, because this is not just one of those things going to happen overnight. Like, we can definitely get you a settlement, but it's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, we want to get you into therapy and make sure that you're okay. And I certainly appreciated that. Jamie Cox, she's the person that I spoke with a lot during the time. And she was just as courteous and professional as Brian was whenever I called. Even if she didn't have anything at that present time, it still was, Mr. Riggins, remember what we told you, just let us do what we got to do, remain diligent, and we're going to get you your settlement. And I got my settlement, and I was able to get my transportation back. I was able to pay some bills, pretty much put everything back into the order that it was before the accident. Brian Poe and Georgia Injury Attorneys definitely got my life back on track for me. From the professionalism, being courteous, and just being able to communicate with me effectively about what was going on. Because this wasn't a situation where this was an accident and nothing happened as far as my life was concerned. This was definitely a life-altering event. And to have them step in and to help me get my life back, that really meant a lot to me. So if there's anybody out there who needs an attorney and you're in an automobile accident, I would highly recommend Brian Poe and Georgia Injury Attorneys, the People's Champ.